All right, good morning, room 11. It is Thursday, April 16th. So this morning or this afternoon, whenever you are tuning in for this, please watch the morning video, practice your math facts if possible. I would like you to skim through the Henry Hockinghill passage again and then do the character close-up on page 9. As for opinion writing, if you want to add to one of your previous day's writing, that would be fine. Rather than choose a prompt from the T, you can just add on to one from a previous day. So whatever you did yesterday, you could extend that. If you want to start a whole new couple of paragraphs on a different topic, that is your choice, but please write something today. For math, it's rounding whole numbers, so you'll complete pages 17 and 18. I will kind of go over that a little bit. Also, in addition to this daily video, I will post the rounding whole numbers review that I did. And that should help for those who kind of haven't done it in a while and aren't really remembering what quite to do. There's a cool little rhyme to remember. So I will do a couple of examples with you for the rounding whole numbers math. And then, if possible, get outside, do 20 minutes of physical activity, or do it inside if you have the room for that. If possible, log into 20 minutes of iReady, a Google Classroom activity that is also posted on a Google slide. And if you have not already, please do the check-in that I posted yesterday. I had almost half the class completed yesterday, so thank you for that. It was really cute to see some of the things that you guys said. I miss you all too, and I know you miss your friends. And I really wish we'd all could be together. I am still planning to do a Google Meet tomorrow, so again, time to be determined. I will make sure to post it in the morning, but I'm still thinking around 11:30 a.m., so right before lunchtime. So quickly, we'll go to rounding whole numbers. Turned right to it. Perfect. Okay, so there is a little rhyme that I learned, and if you watch the rounding whole numbers video, you'll see me do a few of them. But the rhyme goes, 4 or less, let it rest, 5 or more, raise the score. So remember how we did it, where when it would tell us to round to the nearest whatever place, we would underline that place and then circle the number to the right of it. So in this case, number 1, 2, 3, and 4 wants us to round the number to the nearest 10. Because we're rounding to the nearest 10, we are underlining the 7, which is in the tens place, and then circling the 2, which is in the ones place. So then we think to ourselves, is 2 4 or less, or is it 5 or more? So we know that 2 falls under the 4 or less, so that means we would let it rest. So we would draw the little L train, meaning that it is not going to move or change. Everything on the L train stays the same, and then everything outside of the L train is on the 0 train, so it becomes a 0. So each 72 rounded to the nearest 10 is going to be 70. And then 172 will do the same thing. We'll underline the 7, which is in the tens place, and we will circle the 2, which is in the ones place. So 4 or less, let it rest. 5 or more, raise the score. So 2 is 4 or less, so we put everything to the left of the 7 on the L train, and that stays the same. And everything on the outside of the L train becomes a 0 train. So 172 rounded to the nearest 10 is 170. So just be rounding your numbers to the nearest place that it tells you. If you have any questions, just rewatch the video, the rounding whole numbers video, and also can reach out to me. This one down here, we got to be careful. There was a couple of these on the quizzes, I remember, where you're given a number and you have to round to these nearest places. So nearest 1,000, obviously you would underline the thousands place, and then you would circle what's to the right, which is the hundreds place, and then you determine if it stays on the L train or stays the same. So the other page is 18. There are more here, just more rounding practice, and it gives you the numbers and then tells you what place to round, and then you just write the answers over here. Just let me know if you have any questions, and have a great Thursday.